house. Alright, gas tank is finally dropped. First thing I notice is a lot of carbon deposit, so I'm gonna need to reroute my exhaust to a better place so it doesn't make all that carbon soot on the tank, and for safety reason, obviously. Vents, I'm not sure how well that worked. A vent here. These two vents are connected. I should be able to use one for return and one for venting, actually. So I'm going to do, these two are connected. I'm going to use one for return line and one for venting. And then this is going to come out. I'm going to probably make an adapter plate that fits that ring. Probably CNC it and make like little holes. Just going to drop the straw in it with the grommet, and that's it. Yep. Yeah. Not the best concept though. If it's slush, I'm gonna need to think about it, because I want it to be able to be functional even if it's slushing from one side to the other. Like I might make like a little sump in the bottom with holes so it fills slow. It fills up, so I don't know, might limit the fuel flow as well. I don't know, I'm gonna need to think about it. But then it's down. I'm gonna clean that up and like empty it and make some maintenance on it. All right. So I did cleaned up the fuel tank. I didn't find any metal shards in there. I wiped the whole thing with a cloth, and I was like I wiped the bottom of it, and I couldn't find any metal shard on the bottom. And then now I'm testing the fuel pump for the sending unit in the tank. See if that failed on me, and I bet it did not, because it works just fine. So that's working. So that's not what failed either. So it might be something electrical in the truck that failed. Anyway, I need to find a way to do my setup, because I want to change that regardless, even though that didn't fail. But I want to keep the sending unit here, like for the fuel level, because that works very good, and it's kind of hard to set up. So find a way to adapt the disc to the sunk dish here. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of work on that and see what I can come up with. Alright, so I decided what I'm gonna do here. Usually this is the sending outlet to the engine. This is the return line. This is also a return line, and this is a vent. I have the two outside wires are the power for the pump, and the two inside wire are for the sending unit, for the fuel gauge. So I think what I'm going to do is going to drill out this guy that goes to this tube, and this one was a return, goes in the sump, and I'm going to use one of my straw that I bought, and I'm going to just drill it and put my fitting in there, and then heat up the straw. I'm going to make a test on the straw, see if I can feed it like the right length down in the sump there, and that's where I'm going to suck the fuel with this fuel pump, this new fuel pump here. Comes with all the wires, so I'm just going to use all the kit that come with it. It's very well laid out and explained, so it should be pretty straightforward. I like this. I can still keep my sending unit if I ever want to return to that, and to the in-tank fuel pump, and I still have the options of just running that as well. So more options, always better. Alright, that's what I came up with. So I gutted the whole thing. Instead of the fuel gauge hooked up, I'm just going to tie wrap these wire that's supposed to go to the pump. I removed all the piping, the pump, everything. I removed like the breather that was on the top there, and I'm just going to use this grommet that I trimmed a little bit around, and it fits in there, and it has like a little groove that's going to fit with that little ledge there, so it's going to lock in. Just going to poke a hole in there and put that straw in there with the NPT fitting, so I can run the fuel line straight. The straw is going to go in that hole. I'm gonna put a guiding hole opening like in that lower part here, so it can land like right in the sump pump there in the sump. The two return, I'm gonna use all those feed lines for this one's gonna be a breather, and those two will be return lines. One from the sending line to the engine, and one coming up from the high pressure side return line from the TDI engine, and they're both gonna shoot right down back in the sump. So there's a little screen in the bottom there that's kind of filtering some debris as well, and then so that's gonna be my sump. So yeah, that's where I'm at. All right, that's what I came with. So the straw is going to the bottom of the sump there. I tied up the wires. I only have the fuel reader hooked up to the float. This is gonna like go back to wherever it was wired, and that's my NPT fitting there. That's snugged into the seal. It's pretty much secure. I might put like a little bit of right stuff there when I thread it back in. But yeah, that's my setup for now. And then it's gonna go back in the fuel tank. I'm crooked. Okay, I think what I did initially when I first let's like push it all the way down. If I can. Alright. Yeah, like this. And then the ring is easier. That's all. Yeah, I don't think I'm cross-thread there. Start this up. It's a little confusing because there's a slant in the surroundings, so the fuel kind of cascade toward the skid plate.